There we go. Okay, that looks live enough for me. Let's close that. And good morning, everybody. It is halfway through November. Wow. We are playing Farming Simulator 25 on Alma, Missouri. It is October 3, midday, and I've been doing a whole load of things lately, so let's go for a quick review. Our fields are all harvested except that one, which is ploughed. Yep. So I harvested the sugar beets during the course of this week. Took me a few hours, but they're all done. We also have a sugar beet storage shed, which has 210,000 litres of sugar beets in it. Loads here, and tips back here. So we will be well, I don't have to transfer them anywhere at the moment. Don't think there's anything going on in here except that tractor needed a service, which I think I did. Let's have a quick look here. Yes, we have fixed that up. That will probably be doing the haulage of sugar beets at some point. Only trailer I have I can put sugar beets in is the half pipe. So we'll worry about that some other time. I have also downloaded a mod which is a trailer with sugar beet cutter, so I can cut the sugar beets as I deliver them. Still got those. We do have a new tractor, an old tractor, a new old tractor. Needed something in the mid-size for the sugar beet harvest, so we now have a white 8610. Which has about 180 horsepower. Didn't feel like spending another 7,500 on it to give it the 200 horse engine. But it'll do the sugar beet harvest with the tractor hauled equipment. Problem was I was just running out of horsepower for things. So it's October. I think we can check animal foods. We have chickens are going to need a top up. Yeah. Cows are going to need a top up. Sheep are broken, maybe. That food fill level has not moved. The meadow's gone down, so maybe once the meadow's gone during winter, they'll start eating the grass. Horses are doing fine, still don't have any root crops. But I mean, they're doing their thing. They're halfway through that, so that's good. So I think, okay, let's go back to there. Let's jump into, this tractor here. That's a good start. And we'll top off the chickens with wheat, because we have some. At least I think we have some. We'll find out if we have some. And we also have other things. Sorry, I haven't rearranged my desk yet, so that's a good start. So I don't have a hayloft. I can, sometimes I think having a hayloft is a good plan. Oops, well, that's a little more than I needed, so yes, I've said I don't need a self-propelled feed mixer. The reason I don't need a self-propelled feed mixer is they work best with a hayloft. So you can drive the self-propelled feed mixer under a hayloft, load some hay, load some straw, and suck silage off the ground into a silage bunker. There we go. And we will empty that entirely. Well, okay. It's a little bit of a surprise there. I didn't think we were going to end up with that much used. So, turnabout. Not sure why I've got eggs. Well, those eggs are... okay, not sure why I've got eggs. Let us tip that. Oops. That around there. Drop that off. I'm going to go over to the sheep pen. Well, I'm going to drive over here since it's easier than walking. Okay, that is silage. And it's only October 3. Ah, that's grass 98%. So sometime later today, this will all be silage. I think that was the first one I did. Hey, hey! Welcome to Saturday. So, next thing I want to do is run in here and grab this. Now, I now have an issue with mixing silage. I might need to get a bigger trailer at some point. Things are going okay at the moment. Obviously, run up to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and the office is just getting crazy. We have obviously lots of people taking lots of time off in the next month and a half. So I had someone say, "Oh, I need some spreadsheet data loaded onto our mainframe." So they sent me a spreadsheet that doesn't run through the transfer app. So it's like, okay. So I sent back a message to say, hey, this data isn't going to work in our transfer app. I need basically pure file data. And response, I am out of the office for the next week and a half. It's like, oh, and you want this data done tonight? Well, thanks a lot for that. So that was all messed up. Okay, we'll take 2 of those. 2. Okay. Now I need to go and find this guy. So yes. I basically, when somebody sends, when someone sends a spreadsheet, our software requires it to be in a specific format. And if it's not in a specific format, then the program that transfers the data just says, I don't know what to do with this data. This data I can't handle this type of data. So I'm not spreadsheet guy. I don't really know much of how to make spreadsheets work and reformat data and all of that stuff. So if you want me to transfer data onto a mainframe, you need to give me data that the mainframe transfer programs are going to understand. And if you don't do that, I can't do it. And then you don't do it at 4:30 on the day on your last day before your vacation. Because if there's a problem, I can't fix it because the data's not any good. So yeah, it's like the people who send a request, please upload data onto the AS400 to be ready for Monday, and they send the request at 10 to 5 on a Friday. And it's like, wow, thanks, you want me to work late because you can't be bothered to get the data to me at a reasonable time of the day. It's a constant, that's the problem is it's a constant thing. You know, I need to get, it's like, it's the end of the day. Oh, crap, I need to get this done. Somebody else is responsible for doing it. I just have to make the request. And, you know, it's like, yeah, you're going home. You're not the only one going home at 5 o'clock. Everybody goes home at 5 o'clock. And you now expect me to put Friday evening time in to do stuff. And we tell them, you give us 3 business days notice when you want this stuff done. Because if you provide me with a bunch of crap data that I can't do anything with, then I need to make, you know, there needs to be time for me to say, hey, this data doesn't work. It's complete garbage. You need to send, you know, you need to redo this data so I can use it. And they don't. They just say, oh, this needs to be done by tomorrow morning. And it's 5 o'clock already. And it's, oh, you want me to work late because you want to get off home early. So, total crap. Yeah. You're not the only one who wants to go home at the end of the day and has family that they need to spend time with. It's being inconsiderate. That's the deal. Oh, that's enough. So, problem with the new bigger baler, I can't use the big straw bales because they put me over a decent mix. So I am going to have to probably next year get a bigger mixer so that I can see this is 23,500 and it's forage. Oh crap. And forage doesn't work. So what I do is I run over here. I want total mix ration. Oh, today is going great. We have a good day. I don't know where that's. The farm now has a sugar beet storage shelter. Okay, so if I get here and I unload forage and just watch the wagon until... Really? Okay, let's pull up that. So I don't know what actually happens when I do that with the horsies, but I now need to, I can put a silage bale in there, so I will. So yes, you use basically making the smallest round bales. I can do 2 silage, 2 hay, and 1 straw and get a good mix. It's not as big as this wagon is, though. Using the mid-sized silage, we've still only got small. There we go. That's better. We've still only got small. What is it? Small hay bales at the moment. Oops. Man, oh man, really messing up. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do, just turn off the help page. Or help panel. Come on. Behave. There. Good grief. So, yeah, all the harvesting is done. We do have a new field. We have a deer standing in the middle of the road. Run away, deer. Our dog changed colour because of the patch. You can now choose what dog you want, which is sort of the pre-patch for, what's it? Oh yes, there was one of those. So if you go to that's pig, sheep, horse. What? Chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, goats, horses, chickens. Oh, that's just buying animals, isn't it? Oh, idiot. Construction, animals, others. Doghouse. This item, customize. You can pick different breeds of dog. So we did have a what did we have before? Labrador black, Labrador charcoal, dark champagne, chocolate. Honestly, not sure, but you can now have border collies as well. The problem is our Labrador has now turned black because that's the first one. So that's what they default to, which is, oh well, that's a thing. Okay, so knowing what we know now, I am going to put the straw bale back in the shed because even the medium straw bale is too big for a good mix. I could just dangle it over the feed mixer, but at the end of the day, it's just easier to do this. So lift that up. So, Salmon, we've got 2 hay bales. I want 1 silage bale. And I want the small straw bale. All right. So now we can get back in this, and I can easily make a good mix of food without it being all of a problem. So we'll stab that. Then we got some food in the horses, we got some food in the chickens, and the sheep aren't eating for some reason. And I've got a new tractor. Well, I've got a very old 180 horsepower tractor, which didn't cost me too much. Thank you. Now can we get ourselves unhooked from the edge here? Again, this is why I would like a telehandler, I think. Skid steer wouldn't work because they're just too short. Telehandler would let me. It's that, or I would, well, I'm not sure I could use it. I was going to suggest what I could do. Okay. Strange. Yeah, we're not. The irony is, I think those are the smallest bales I have, but they're the heaviest. So, I'll stab that. But yeah, with a telehandler, I would be able to unpick up 2 bales and 2, not get stuck on the edge of this stupid feed wagon. What appears to be the problem? There we go. Because telehandlers have a bigger lift range. Anyway. But yeah, what you can do is if you dip it low enough, it will, if you watch the bar just above the speedometer, you can measure out how much you need in there. I just happen to know I need all of these. So that's fine. Should be able to pick up both of these in one go. Stab that one. Stab that one. And there, see? These 2 bales are more litres of product, but less weight than 2 silage bales. Silage bales are only about 3,500 litres. That one comes off. That one comes off. We are going to call that good enough for the feed mixing. Run this over here. We'll sleep the night after I've got the cows fed. And then we'll go and sell the silage bales, so that's a load more money for the farm, which is a good thing. I like loads more money for the farm. Ugh. Get that close enough to the ground like it looks like it's on the ground. All right. And 21,000 litres. So all I'm thinking is if I start producing big hay bales, big silage bales, or at least, yeah, big hay